ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for being able to spare some time to join us in our session. I am your host, Hamna Muendo, and I'm going to be presenting, and I'm going to have the pleasure to avail to you my presenter, who is a well-educated gentleman, and he is also an enthusiast in the tech world. More to elaborate, he's also a very passionate person when it comes to crypto worlds, crypto markets, anything with Crypto Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Hamna Muendo. I'm a CashTelex investor, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm also a travel consultant by profession. I am humbled to share the stage with such a diligent gentleman. I kindly request that these few minutes that we're going to be with him in session today are very delightful and very enlightening to you. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I am humbled to share the stage with a well-educated gentleman who is going to be sharing some fruitful knowledge. And I pray it is of great learning to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Captain Milibus. I pass the mic to you, Captain.
Thank you so much, Hamna Mwendo, for that powerful introduction. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to access this flow, CashTelex exchange training, and the CashTelex Academy. As usual, I take this opportunity to welcome each and everyone who is here in our class. I also thank the members for sparing time and be part of this powerful journey of learning, equipping each and everyone, and then empowering the CashTelex community to manage their accounts, to manage their wallet, to manage their money services using CashTelex. That's why we are here, as my host introduced to me and giving me the chance to communicate to you. Right away, our tonight is training. We are dealing with exchange, the CashTelex exchange. As you can look at the screen, you can see CashTelex asset-backed exchange. This is an exchange where each and everything, all the services, all the ecosystem of CashTelex is managed within this. That's why we take a lot of time to train, to teach, to remind that everyone in CashTelex community should be knowing this. Why? We are training people to manage their services, their funds, the withdraw, the deposit, the buying, the selling, the trading, and etc. That's why we are here tonight. I want to go straight to our training tonight. We are going to focus mainly how to transfer CTLX from one account to another account, and so on. So as well, as usual, we are having this, the CashTelex asset-backed exchange as the home page. Look at the home page. We can see sign in, markets, and then sign up. Here we can see different join official channel, CashTelex, dividends, and etc. But for this case mainly, we are targeting here, where you see sign in, markets, and sign up. If you are signing it for a new or the first time, we are using sign up. These are just reminder to our community. Then if you are signing for usual, you have the account already, you go to sign in. And for this case, I'm going to use sign in. Then I click here. When I click here, I think you're following. They they ask for me to log in to your account. Now I'm logging to my account. Captain Milbus at gmail.com. Captain Milbus at gmail.com. Then password. Then we type the captcha like it is. If this capital letter, use the capital letter. And after filling this, then we click sign in. We click sign in. We click sign in. So we are there in Captain Milbus account after filling the form using the CashTelex, using the credentials. And remember, we talk about the credentials, talk about the password, the email address. They are very important in this scenario. I've got several issues from our clients, losing their password, losing their ciphertext, losing their email address. Then they come reporting to the office that they have this and this. How can we overcome this? In that scenario, there are some challenges for you to get back your credentials. That's why we encourage our community, our CashTelex community, that let us be very vigilant when we keep our credentials about the accounts, because the time is just closer. The time is just near for us to be using this account, these details. That's why in this scenario we are training our community so that when we start using this our exchange in buying, in selling CashTelex wallet, that simply means you will be able, you will be know how to withdraw, you will be know how to deposit, you will be know how to transfer from one exchange to another. So now we are here, the trade, we have the finance, we have the services, CashTelex Go Android. Then you have the assets. As usual, we have the sports and fiat. And then we have the orders here. In orders, you have, if we click on order, you are going to see these are orders. They are giving you the ID number. They are giving the type. When we talk about order, we simply mean you are buying. That's why the type showing buy. Now the state. When you look at the state, showing you done. Then we are talking about the market. What was the market? The market is CTLX stroke BTC. CTLX stroke or BTC. That simply means we are buying CTLX using the Bitcoin or using the BTC. Now they are showing the different prices here. And then the volume. 30, 50, this and then this. Average field created at. This is order. Now if you go to trade, now they are showing you the side by then the time. That means in our exchange, everyone is able to see when was the transaction done, at what time in particular. So the best currency it is shown as well. Then the best time, the best amount also, quote currency, quote amount, and then the price. Then the account history. You see, here they can show you type you deposit, then type withdraw, then type deposit, type deposit. This is very important because today, why we are talking about now the order, trade, and history, because in our module today, we are mainly going to talk about how to transfer your CTLX from one account to another account. For example, I'm sending some CTLX to my host, Hamna Mwendo. So that's when we shall see the word under type in our account history, withdraw. We're going to look at this very critically. We are going to look at this because if you talk about the currency here, we can see BTC, and for this case, we can see CTLX when we are withdrawing. Now let us note this under order history, trade history, and account history. Yes, we are there. Now, if you go to spot and fiat, then you can see we are having CashTelex, and then we are having the BTC. You are having the BTC. If you want to get the other currencies, including the fiat currency, we simply click here and then make it on, and then you can see other currencies like you see them as usual. Yes. Now let us go ahead. What you need to go to understand properly here, we are having 296 CTLX or shares in our account of Captain Milbus. Now, our target is to transfer some and then to send them to another account on the different account, right? So let us look critically at this point. Captain Milbus's account is having 296 CTLX or shares. Now I want to transfer at least 3 or 6 CTLX from Captain Milbus account, then to another account for that case. Hope I'm communicating.
Yes, you are communicating.
Oh, thank you so much. So when we are when we are transferring from one account to another account, for this case, we go to withdraw. We go to withdraw. If you click withdraw, you're going to see here we have label, we have balance, we have amount, and then Google Authenticator. Now, then we go to manage address. Remember, when we go to manage address, our target is to get the address of the person you are going to send to. So you are getting the person who is going to receive from your account. Then go to manage address. You go to manage address. Then you have Wal, you have Lukenge, we have Habib. But for this case, I'm not sending to any of the following. But I want to get an account, email as in the exchange address so that I can send to that person. Which person is that? I'm going to send to account of Mayambala Rashid, for example, because that's what we agreed upon, that I'm sending to this one and is waiting to receive, right? After that, I simply move to, I can cancel this one first, and then I access another account. I access another account. Or I can first exit from this account, that I open another account, then I get the address. Because remember, we don't cram the address. I sign out, then I sign in another account because I didn't receive the I didn't receive the what? The address direct either from WhatsApp. So I need to copy it from the account direct, and then I use it to receive or to send. Rashidi Mayambala at gmail.com. Then password, and then we type in the captcha. Then the captcha, and then we sign in. So this is the account, but remember our target, we are getting only the what? We are getting only and only the exchange address of this person. So when you are here, that means this is the Rashid Mahambala's account, but for our case, you want to copy. We have copied the address. I have copied the address. Now the address is the one we are going with. So for this case, we can even close this. We can sign out because we have already copied it. We can so after copying, I can exit from this account. Since I've got the address, which address I'm going to use to send the CTLX. Now I'm signing in Captain Milbus. Captain Milbus. Then we are back in our previous account. And remember, we go direct. We go direct to our spot and fiat. Spot and fiat. Yes. If you are here, then remember we are withdrawing from this side to the other account to have got the what? The address. Since we are withdrawing or we are sending, remember we are having two words. Deposit you are receiving. Then withdraw you are sending, or you are getting some CTLX from the main account exchange, either to the wallet. But for this case, we are sending it from Captain Milbus to Rashid Mahambala. Then I come here, I go to manage like we talked about. Then since we have the label here, for this case, I'll put Rashid. And here, I paste. So we are pasting the address which is going to receive. After here, I click add. When I click add here, this is very critical sometimes. When you look at this blue thing, I don't know whether you are looking at, you are seeing it properly. Even if you have labeled the word Rashid and you have also got the address, but if you don't transfer this blue thing and then you click in the real name you're going to send to, that means if you send without clicking in it, you'll be sending to next person Habib. But for being sure, you need to click here. You click here, that means you have added, then you have clicked in. That means this blue thing you see on the screen, giving the difference of others, that these are others, they are not the one to receive. The one to receive is only and only this one, which is indicated with that blue dot here. I think you can see. Now, after that, you need also to see the first number, the CP, and then the last number, PU, that if you go here, you can see CP, I remember, that was the last, the first two letters. So you are sure, because it was different from others. Now, we are here now to withdraw. Remember, we have 296 shares, but you are taking 6. We are taking 6. We are taking 6. If we are taking 6.0055. One might ask, why do we add that? Why do we add that? You can see down here, if you are making any transaction, they are showing you the time, they show you the transaction ID, the actual amount, which was this, for example, and then the fee. So the money you are sending to someone, the transaction fee is subtracted from that one you are sending, not like the usual mobile money. Because the usual mobile money, they get the transaction fee from the money remaining on the account. Now for this case, the transaction fee is deducted or subtracted from the money you are sending to that someone. That means if you are sending that money, you need to add the subtraction fee, because that someone will not have the access. That means if you are sending 6 and you don't add that 0.0055, that means, because remember, this is our charge. If you can see here, this is the fee. This is the what? The fee. Then you add it at once. That's someone who is going to receive, he can be able to receive the real 6 CTLX. Hope I'm communicating.
Yes, you're communicating, Captain.
Thank you so much. Then after here, remember we are withdrawing. If you are withdrawing, then the last part, remember this is what we talk about, main line of security. When you are sending, when you are withdrawing, using the Google Authenticator is very paramount. You cannot even send. You cannot even be able to send to someone apart from having the 6-digit password. In that line, we use the Google Authenticator. Google Authenticator will be giving us the 6-digit password. Remember, we talk about the Google Authenticator, it has 6-digit password, but they change every time. They'll change every minute, they change. So for this case, we're looking at what is already there. 815, and then 965. After typing that, then we say submit. Submit. I think now you can see. You can see we are having, you can see here, we are having 290. We have been having 296. Yes. And what we see, we can see here also time, the withdrawal history. They can give us the time 2023, October 25th. You can see now the time. It is 21:45. You can see all that is indicated. And now the transaction ID and the actual amount you have sent. Have you seen now? After getting the 6.0, after subtracting the fee which we added, now we are able to receive 6 in particular. That means if we did not type 6.0055, we will not have been able to receive 6. Otherwise, we might be getting 5 point something. But for this case, since we added our transaction fee, it has been deducted, and then we receive this the actual 6 CTLX to the person who have sent the CTLX. Now, let us now look at let us look here. Now you can see here our CTLX main account. We have 290, and remember we had 296. But since you have done the transaction, you have deducted the 6. Where is the 6 now? Now we are going to withdraw. I'm going to go out from this account so that I can verify the other account of my umbrella to see whether it was received in the other account, because that's the address we used. Are we together?
We are together.
Okay. Now I'm exiting from this account. I'm exiting from this account so that I can access the other account which is supposed to receive the 6 CTLX which have been subtracted. So I sign in the other account which is supposed to receive the 6, and we see, was it received properly or not? Remember, our target here is to show that everyone can do the transaction depending on what you agree upon with your client or with your friend. I can send to Hamna, Hamna can send to me, I can send to another person. It is under the agreement between the two with their CTLX. There is no problem. Yes, now we are here in this account, and remember we go to spot and fiat, and we see what transpired this side. You can see here. Now for us to see, we can go to account history. Remember, let me first start with the order history. Order history, you can see this was buying. This was buying. Remember, we are having 1, then 2, then 3. That means if you go to 2, they give you another bunch of buying. You see, there was someone which was cancelled as well. The order which was cancelled. Then if you go to 3, they will also give you another bunch of orders and etc. All that's the history. If you talk about the exchange, CashTelex exchange, it simply gives you a chance that you can even get the what we call the banker statement. For this case, you don't need to request it from anywhere. You can access it within your account. Seriously, for that case. So for this case, let us go to trade history. The trade history side is buying. Side is what? buying shows buying, and here you can see here, then the time, base currency, base amount, quote currency, quote amount, and then the price. You can see the different prices here. Sometimes what hiked to this, and then to this, and then to this, and you can see this one. That means there are changes in prices. If you can look at this, this is 2, this is 27, this is 19, this is 149, this one 39, 35. That's why sometimes you get high prices when buying CTLX. Now let us go to account history. We want to verify the 6. Now we are looking at the deposit, because Captain Milbus was withdrawing, and then Rashid was receiving. That means this is a deposit, right? In conclusion, therefore, I want to end with this one. We can see here the deposit. We look at the time, 2023, October 20, and then time, and then the time. Then we look at the CTLX here. CTLX, then the receive, then the what? The fee. All that is added on what we talked about, that we withdrawn 6 CTLX, and for this case, we have received 6 CTLX. We have received 6 CTLX. All these were the transaction withdrawn ETC, the 2021, 2022, 2022. Then let us go to the first one, the 6 CTLX. So I've received them here. So that means when we go to our spot and fiat, according to what we had last time, before the withdrawal or before the deposit of 6 CTLX from Captain Milbus, it was not like that, but it was smaller, but we added the other 6 CTLX we withdrawn from Captain Milbus's account, and it was received, like you have seen in our trade history. In our trade history, the 6 CTLX were received successfully. So that's how we can transfer CTLX from one account to another account. I take this opportunity to thank everyone for being part of this training tonight. I want to take the microphone back to my host, and that is the module for tonight's training. Thank you so much. Hamna Mwendo, you have the microphone. Thank you for giving me a chance to talk to that powerful audience.
Thank you very much, Captain Milibus. I welcome you back from stage. I would love to take this opportunity to appreciate what you have just shared. I can assure you, I have come from black to green to red. So now I'm more of orange, which means I have transitioned from less of knowing to more of knowing. Well, I believe we don't have questions. That only signifies that each and everyone on platform with us today has understood what has been shared. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding with us tonight. Or good morning from wherever you're listening in from. Those in Malaysia, I believe it's morning. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us tonight. Have a good night.